Today I am expanding my experiment in being lazy, which I started a couple of weeks ago. And these things should always, for scientific purposes, be conducted more than once. You should never just take the first reading. So I'm doing it again. And I'm going to see if I can be entirely lazy for a day. Lee has gone with Kenzie to town Hot Wheels hunting. I have just made a cup of tea. Have you changed your clocks back, people? I've already had an extra hour in bed thanks to the lovely clocks changing. Brendan's decided he wants some crisps, but we don't have any because I don't tend to buy much junk. Says me, who was eating a big box of sweets the other day. So he's making some with the potatoes we've got. He's downstairs frying crisps as we speak. And I have this to do. So I am EYR. I'm part of their blog panel. And they just want me to go through their new winter catalogue. Only just their little postal one they do. And give my opinion on it before they send it out. So this isn't their final one. They just want me to check it out really before they get it out in the post. It says winter festivals. I think they've left it a bit late, to be fair, because obviously Halloween is on Wednesday. So I think they're running this one a bit late. But they've got some great stuff in there. And they've got some great autumn stuff and bits. But yeah, the Halloween section I think is going to be a little bit redundant in this. It should have mainly just been Christmas, is my first observation. But anyway, yes, I'm going to go and review that. I've got my cup of tea. I've just had a banana for breakfast. Yes, let's see how the experiment goes. Lovely people. So much for my experiment and being lazy. I've managed to do until, hold on, it says nearly 3 o'clock, but it's gone back an hour. I haven't changed the clock in here, so it's nearly 2 o'clock in real time. So yeah, nearly 2 o'clock, and I've had to get up because we took the tortoises to Mum and Dad's yesterday to put them down for hibernation with their tortoises because I'm too much of a chicken to do it. And the little one, Mum says she doesn't think it's good for him to go down. She thinks he needs to be in the tank because his eyes are looking a bit sunken, which probably means he's a bit dehydrated and not really in a position for hibernating. So I'm going to bring him back up to temperature and fill him up with food, and he's going to spend the winter in the tank, and the other one's going to go down. The other one seems fine. I think the sooner he can get in the tank and warm up, the better. He's spent the last sort of week and a bit slowly going into hibernation mode, and he's been seeking out cold places, so he obviously wants to hibernate, but it's not going to do him any good. So, God, it's definitely, the weather has turned. It is cold. It says 9 degrees. It's definitely not freezing, but it's flipping cold. Yes, definitely the weather has changed. My goodness, you crazy person cycling in shorts. I suppose you warm yourself up cycling, don't you? And I forgot my shades. So the sun, I'm going to come over hills and get blinded by the sun. Never mind. I'm thinking of doing a little this week on YouTube kind of video. I don't know if it's anything anyone would be interested in, but it's kind of like shout outs but not. So the channels I watch that you know, that are up to anything interesting and what have you, I thought I'd do a little kind of roundup of what's been going on in my YouTube world, kind of you know, what this person's been up to, what that person's been up to, and maybe do it each week as a weekly roundup of things that are happening around YouTube. And then if it's something that you think you'd be interested in, then I guess you just go and check out the channel. But it's not meant as a shout out, it's just a shout out as a bit of a bonus, I guess. So yeah, I don't know what you think about that. I might try one later, because I've got a few things that's going on in YouTube world, the people I watch. And just do some little, maybe add in some little video clip. Well, actually, I don't know about video clips. Not sure I can do video clips. Maybe just some photo clips of things people have put up. Yeah, I think I might give it a go. But see if it's something you guys would be interested in. I'm trying to think of different things to do, different videos. And I think it's nice to kind of support the other channels by sharing what people are up to. You know, bring some discussion and conversation. Because I do have a lot of different sorts of channels that I'm subscribed to now. I have no idea how many I'm subscribed to be honest. A lot. Oh my goodness. 30 miles an hour in a 60. Because we have a little old man trundling along in his Golf. No, don't slow down. I think 30 is quite slow enough. Quite slow enough. It's really worrying. I'm going to probably insult some people, and you know, I'm sorry. If you can drive and you're in your 80s, good on you. If you can drive. But in the last week, 2 weeks, I have had to see the fallout. Oh, the dead deer. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is very sad. Poor little deer. I've had to see the fallout from an 80-year-old guy driving a car 4 miles the wrong direction down the local motorway, and the death and destruction that caused. I have had to sit behind probably at least 3 people this week driving ridiculously slow, and this guy's now doing it, and every time I've gone past them, they have always been like late 70s to 80s, I would estimate age-wise. The other thing that I've had to put up with, and this is what worries me as well, is they are always over the middle line. And this guy's doing it. He's all over the road. And the closer he gets to a corner, the more on the other side of the road he goes. It's really worrying that there are clearly, just in a week, I've come across so many drivers who I don't think should be driving. And every time I've finally gone past the car, it's an old guy or an old woman driving. And it does worry me. It really worries me, because they are literally just accidents waiting to happen. If you're that age and you can drive safely, and you are not going to spend your time on the wrong side of the road or driving at 35 miles an hour, holding up all the traffic, making people impatient. And I know people shouldn't get impatient, but when you're trying to get somewhere and someone is doing 35 miles an hour in a 60, people do get impatient, and that's when accidents happen. So yeah, I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this comment, but I'm sorry, sometimes you just have to say it as it is. I've told Lee and I've told the boys, if I get to an age where I am incapable of driving properly, then take my keys away from me. Whenever that might be, take my keys away from me, because I do not want to cause an accident because I can't judge where the centre of the road is, or I can't position myself properly on the road, or I can't concentrate while I'm driving, says me talking to you guys. To be fair, I can actually drive and concentrate and talk to you at the same time. So that's okay. And the driving always comes first. So if I have to concentrate a little bit more, then I stop talking to you guys. Right, that's it. Nearly there. Hopefully, I will be in bed next time I chat to you again, because that's where I should be on my bedtime Sunday. It's mine and Lee's song, this. Just turn the radio on.